What's up, everybody? Ravishing Rick Dixter here, and I want to talk today a little bit about why I'm doing a YouTube channel and also who are you? So, why should I do a YouTube channel? Who is this Ravishing Rick guy that stole his name from a 80s wrestler? Well, I'll answer that question, and the reason that I feel that I'm pretty knowledgeable and can qualify to do a YouTube channel is, man, honestly, for the last 30 years, I've been a collector of comics and action figures and statues, movies, the whole nine yards. As I've gotten older, I've also added to that collection, collecting records, shoes, firearms, enamel pins, patches, you name it. If it can be collected, I'd probably collected it at least some degree. So therefore, that's 30 years of knowledge and reading about comics, learning about comics, action figures, G.I. Joes, things of that nature. And then in the last 20 years, statues, higher end figures, and firearms and things of that nature. So when it comes to collectibles and the collector's mindset and things of that nature, I think I can relate and can understand. And there's a lot of questions that I can answer. And that's one of the main reasons that I wanted to do this channel, is more like I want to answer a question. So every week I'm going to touch on answering a question, and I might give you a little bit of knowledge in terms of like what's out or whatever, but this isn't really a review station or channel. This isn't really anything along the lines of that. I might do a funny joke here and there, maybe a funny intro, but it's not going to be a bunch of skits and things of that nature. It's mainly going to be you getting bored listening to me. Answer a question specifically. Like the other day, I did, is there value in investment comics? You know, next week I'm going to answer another specific question. It can be everything in terms of how do I get into comics if I want to start reading them? How do I get into it if I want to start collecting them? What should I collect? What scale of stuff should I collect? How should I display my stuff? Where do you get displays? Where do you get figures? Where do you get this? Where do you get that? How do you display it? Who do you know? The list goes on of questions you can have. I see them all the time, and a lot of times it's the same question. Does the Hot Toys Mondo cape supposed to have the hole in it? Yes, it does. What is the difference between scale? Are maquettes always the same scale? What is a maquette? You know, there's all sorts of different questions that I see collectors have, new and more experience. For example, I've been a collector the whole time, or years, decades, but I haven't shipped a whole lot. So as I've recently started selling a couple items and shipping things, I've learned a lot about shipping. I spent 4 hours yesterday getting this box ready, going around, finding a box big enough and this and that. And a lot of stuff was learned from that. The point of this channel is, especially if you're a new collector, but old as well, to maybe cut out some of that guesswork, cut out some of that research on having to watch a ton of videos. Maybe you can come to my video or my station, look up your specific question that you have. What's the difference in scales, for example? Or what's the difference in, what exactly is a custom versus a production piece? Does edition size matter? How much does it matter? For resale value and things of that nature, artist proofs, whatever, autographs, the whole nine yards. I'll be discussing things of that nature. That's who I am. That's why I want to do the channel. I had a bunch of people tell me that I should do a channel, that I'm knowledgeable enough and I have a semi-decent personality, I guess. So I decided, you know what, let's try it and see what happens. And I'm just trying to help educate collectors and have a little bit of fun while doing it. I'm doing this as much for you guys as I am me, because when I got into more advanced collecting here and there's plenty of stuff that I had to ask, and you get made fun of for it because, oh, you're not an elite collector, you don't know that, or this or that, or they just give you, people just want to have pissy attitudes about things. I don't care how silly your question is. You didn't come out of your womb being a collector. You came out, you had to learn about this. Some of you might have only been collecting a month, a day, a week, an hour. This might be your first video. Maybe you've never collected anything. Maybe you're considering getting into action figures or statues or something. And that's even record collecting, whatever. And that's okay. And that's what this channel's for, is for you to ask those questions and people to not make fun of you, not belittle you, or at least not me. I can't control what necessarily goes in the comments all the time, but I'm going to answer every question I can as fairly as I can and try to discuss what I can. That being said, if you guys have an idea for a topic or a question that you would like me to answer, feel free to drop it in the comment box or what the case may be, and I'll answer it to the best of my ability. I am aware that I don't have a whole lot of production value in these videos yet, but I'm trying to learn. I recently acquired a light ring and a phone holder, so I don't have to just have my girlfriend holding a flashlight and my phone. I'm trying to get better. I'm going to be editing the videos pretty soon, adding thumbnails, things of that nature to make it a more legit YouTube channel and not just an idiot on his phone with a light ring. I mean, I'm always going to be an idiot on his phone with a light ring. Don't get me wrong. But I'd like to up the production value at least a tad bit, if that makes sense. So if you've been bored with me for the last 5 minutes, I thank you for sitting through this. And I just wanted to kind of give who I am, what I'm about, and what I'm going to do. And I encourage everybody to collect and don't get discouraged. Don't compare yourself to the next man. Collect what you like, what you want. It's your collection. And until next time, I'm Ravishing Rick Dixter.